Hey all you YouTubers, crafters, card makers. This is Mama Scraps, and I'm back to show a card swap that I was in with Neff here on YouTube. And we were to make 5 cards to send in on a card swap. It's a Halloween swap. And I chose to use this stamp set, and it's an old stamp set that I received last year from I bought it off of HSN, and it came with a paper pad and everything. It was a really great deal. I want to say I can't remember who it was, but it was someone here on YouTube. Creative Cafe Girl, I believe, had purchased it, and I think you got it for like $12. It came with 2 paper pads, all kinds of stickers, and the stamps. It was a great deal. So this is last year, and it is made by Pink Paisley. And on my cards, I used the skull stamp, but I took and cut off all of this right here. I fussy cut all of that out and just left the skull and the crown part and the little edging. And I think that's it that I used off of here. The background paper that you see here is the paper that I used. And this paper was Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. So I just wanted to start off by showing you everything I used. And I used this Garden Rail Punch by Martha Stewart. And I also used these 3 distress inks. I used Weathered Wood, Black Soot, and I used Forest Moss. And these are the Tim Holtzdistress inks by Ranger. And I used black cardstock for my cards. So I actually made 2 different sets because what was left over I'm going to use for my own purposes. And I even have, I believe, a couple of extras. I also used a digital image from Saturated Canary. So I'm going to start off by showing you, I mean, they all look the same. So I'm just going to lay the cards there. And we'll just start with the top one. And as you see, this is my digital image from Saturated Canary. And I've used this image before. I think she's really, really versatile to use in a lot of different things. I recently used her in a pink and black and white zebra birthday card for my granddaughter, just September. So now I'm using her as Halloween. I kind of inked, used my Copic markers here. I just used 3 colors, aside, well, 4. Little orange for her lips, and a skin tone, and then a purple and a black, actually 4, sorry, and a gray for her boots. I also put a little gray in her hair. And then I gave her some highlights, if you will, to kind of make her look a little bit more spooky. And this is that die stamp from Pink Paisley. And this is how I fussy cut the die out. And this is a dollar stamp from, God, 3 years ago from the Michaels bin. I got it like at the end of Halloween for like 30 cents. And it's a wood stamp. And as you can see, I took and inked up everything with the 3 Tim Holtzdistress colors that I mentioned earlier. I also gave him some little bling, and that just came off a bling package for 99 cents, I'm sure, of like tons of them. And the tombstone cutout is from my Cricut cartridge, Happy Hauntings, which I believe I got about 3 years ago. Everything is, hopefully you can see, it's dimensional. I went through a gazillion of pop dots, so everything is pop dotted, you know, or popped up. The tombstone is double popped. The little extra tombstone is double popped. And so is the skull, and so is the girl. And then when you get this card from me, you're going to say, oh, you know, she didn't cut the frayed edges off or what have you. But wherever that it cut kind of frayed, I just left it that way. I just thought it made it a little more spooky or whatever. Sort of tattered. So those were meant to be. So that's the front of my card. And then on the inside, I did some more inking. And I found a verse online. And my hubby hooked this up for me on a computer. And we printed these out. And this is the Martha Stewart lattice punch. And then I used the black stud around the edges. And of course, this is all the 3 colors mixed together to give it that spooky effect. And my little poem simply says, trick or treat, one more house, one more treat. My candy bag so big, I can hardly see my feet. And I didn't put anything on the back of the card because I'm assuming since we're sending 5 cards, these can possibly be cards that someone else wants to send out to somebody. So I will just be adding a little tag with my YouTube information on there. So that's my first card. Digital image from Canary Stamp. Stamp from Pink Paisley, and a Dollars Michael Ben stamp, and Cricut cartridge. So I had a few little things left over, and I added a couple things to them just to give it a second look. I cut this out with my Cricut cartridge as well. It has that real spooky looking font, and it says Happy Halloween. Same basics on the card because I just had some leftovers. Except for on the inside, I made the border punch go that way. And this is another one of the stamps off of the Pink Paisley. And it just says, consume if you dare. And I just thought that kind of went with the little candy thing. So, those are my cards for the Halloween card swap. Here on YouTube, sponsored by Neff. I hope everyone enjoys these cards. I had a great time making them. Can't wait to join another Halloween swap. It was really fun. Hope you guys like them. Any questions or comments, please leave at the bottom. I'd love to hear them. Thank you and happy Halloween.